And as the time passes more and more with the day before, I just gotta look at it, and I'm actually hoping we're wrong. More info has came out showing that they might have stole their cover art or they're copying from um The Last of Us Part 2. They're saying the mall design is a literal copy and paste from the Miles Morales Spider-Man um, that came out last year, which people think they're going to get sued over. They're not going to get sued over it. I don't think you can't copyright having a black background and a big face on it. You can't. But I just want to, just everybody's jumping on this game. Let's err on a side of the opposite spectrum. Let's err with hope, on a side of hope. What if this game is good? Right? I mean, if you look at some of the more in-depth gameplay, you have some things there where it's an MMO survival. So you have it to where it's kind of Tarkov-ish. You got to manage your health. You got to manage your water levels, which most survival things. There was something where the guy got shot and he had to bandage up to stop from bleeding out. So if they deliver on that, you have some complexity there. You also had it where in a video in one of the scenes, the guy was running on flats, and he had to go and scavenge some parts to fix his flat. So that can also be something. Vehicle management, where you actually got to worry about vehicles without bringing some complex gameplay into PvP. You could shoot out somebody's tires, really hinder them, slow them down, and you can either track them better or they can't go too far because they got to fix it. You also, there is a play of the game where person goes into a high rise and the whole floor is littered with zombies. Makes sense. Zombies don't know how to use elevators. What's the verticality? How many floors in the cities? What are the buildings like? Is it like Division 1 where 95% of the buildings was just there to show that you're in New York? You were in Manhattan. How many buildings can you go into? How many floors? That density that's shown there, hopefully, it's not something that was just generated to generate a tense moment, but actually something to consider. Okay, I can go up on higher floors to get some more stuff because people are likely not going to go on up to the higher floors knowing that there's more zombies there. But the quality of loot on the higher floors make it to where going up to the higher floors is something you might need to prep for. You might want to consider, but that trade-off is heavily dense zombie population. If this game delivers on what it's saying, it could be a great game. I mean, I even seen where there's a thing of them customizing the gun on the workbench. How does the customization work? You have a specific mod slot. Do you have it like Tarkov, where certain bullets do certain damage, and you could preload the clip so that your crappier bullets hit first and your stronger bullets hit last? Uh, can you customize the bullets? So the bullet variety, is there like incendiary ammo? Uh, there's questions to be asked, but I mean, you see them trudging through terrain. There's also one where it's weather environments, and the weather hazards like blizzards, rain, is sloshing up the mud, making it harder to drive through the area. If your truck or vehicle doesn't seem to have like four-wheeler or off-road capabilities. They're showing a lot, but there's been other companies who've shown a lot, and a lot more has been, and all of it's been a lie. So I understand, and even my last previous two videos have been just dumping on this game. If they get this right, I think gaming needs this to be right. I really do, because so much of the content is just the same thing rehashed. A lot of their stuff sounds new. It sounds interesting. Um, it sounds like DayZ, but on a better scale. And so it is needed for it to be somewhat in a good state. If this game comes out the way it should come out, we could be talking about a very good experience, something refreshing. They can get support. Even if this game doesn't come out exactly how it needs to be, the modding community can save this game. Hell, look at Skyrim. Skyrim came out over a decade ago, and they're still redropping it for every new system, because of off the back of that modding community. They've, especially on the PC, they've kept that game going strong with so many different ways to play that game and so many different things to do in that game. The modding community can make this game into something crazy. So this game has a way to live, even if it doesn't quite hit expectations. But right now, to be honest with you, my expectations or my hopes just come out, I don't even say serviceable, just come out good. You can, I hate to even say this, you could patch something. You can patch up the rest, but come out good. And that's unfortunately how everything is now, is you got to patch it. It comes out serviceable. But I don't expect this game to come out 100%. I'm expecting it to be littered with bugs and glitches and just completely in a bad state or a semi-bad state. But put your premises forward. Make it as least buggy as possible. And rather than trying to bring all this stuff out forward, save it and spread it out over time. Implement it in time. Make sure what you put out first is the most serviceable, clean thing you can put out, and then implement the rest. I mean, let's be honest. Everything these days is live service. So it ain't like, oh, this is a full game and you gotta wait the part 2. No. Implement it, make sure it's clean, put it out, and then release the rest as you go along. That's my take, my hope. I think there is hope. This game can come out okay, but everything that they have done so far, everybody has a right to be like, I don't know. But hey, that's my take. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And again, this is Revos. I'm out.